Welcome to 5-Minute Pitch. I'm your host, Liz Saunders. 5-Minute Pitch is the competition that gives entrepreneurs from around the globe the opportunity to virtually pitch their business or product idea for the chance to win a grand prize of $50,000. This season, more than 30 entrepreneurs will pitch their ideas via Zoom conference call to our panel of 5 experts for the chance to advance to the finals and pitch to the judges live in Miami, Florida. Our panel of expert judges includes Greg Mercer, 8-figure Amazon seller and the founder and CEO of Jungle Scout. Michael Jackness, a serial entrepreneur who has spent the past few years building a high 7-figure e-commerce conglomerate while blogging and podcasting about all of it along the way at EcomCrew. Steve Chu, the son of 2 tiger parents, Steve Chu started 2 7-figure businesses while working full-time as an engineering director. He now runs Bumblebee Linens and MyWifeQuitHerJob.com. Scott Voker, 7-figure business owner and host of the Amazing Seller podcast. Today we are joined by guest judge Andrew Udarian. Andrew has started and sold multiple e-commerce businesses and is the founder of eCommerce Fuel, a private community for 7-figure plus e-commerce sellers. This week on 5-Minute Pitch.
The balls come out of there like that, and then the winner is the one that gets them all out first.
Can you give us just a quick,
Can you show Andrew how to do it? Did you?
Oh, I've done it lots of times.
Oh, okay.
But just for these guys. So be clear, Richard, then you don't have a design patent on it, correct? Right now.
We do not have a design patent.
Okay.
No.
Once people see it, they're going to want it. They're going to want to gift it. It's fun. You can show it. You can demonstrate it. And social media is a perfect play for this.
Let's meet our next contestant, father of 6 and amateur bluegrass musician, Richard Robbins. Richard and his partner created a fun-for-everyone game based on a viral internet video that got almost 20 million views. He is hoping to capitalize on the success of the video to sell their product. Today we'll find out if the judges think his game has what it takes to advance to the next round. This is 5-Minute Pitch.
Hey Richard, how you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well. How are y'all doing?
Awesome, great,
Good.
thank you.
What's up,
so
Richard?
to get started here, it sounds like maybe you already know Richard.
Yeah, I know Richard.
Oh, okay, cool.
I know him well.
So you got a leg up.
Hey, Richard, welcome to the 5-Minute Pitch. Your 5 minutes starts now.
Okay, guys, it's good to be here. I'm glad to be able to share with you this game that I have created with some partners of mine. It's called Twiggle. This is a video I just wanted to show you of our products.
Steve, it looks like you. It's like, can we get a live demonstration?
I was just going to say, if one of your questions happens to be live demonstration, I'm actually queued up here, and you can be amazed at how quickly MC Hammer music can be turned on in this household, and people can start getting their groove on.
The idea for the game came about 2 years ago after Richard's partner had a Christmas party where a silly party game was played, filmed, and posted online. The video went viral to over 19 million views. They decided to create a real version of the game and try to capitalize on the success of the video. They then brought in Richard as a partner because of his knowledge of marketing and manufacturing.
This is a picture of my garage. This is where currently almost 2,500 of those games sit, except for the ones that we've used for kind of demo purposes and ones that we have used, that we have actually started selling on Amazon. So this shipment got in probably about 2.5 weeks ago. We got it listed on Amazon. We have it listed on twigglegame.com. And I found that one of the best ways to move inventory is to put it in your garage and tell your wife that it's going to sit there until it's sold. That tends to be a motivator to get on top of marketing this thing.
Richard and his partners have relationships with some social media influencers, and they are hoping to leverage those to sell their product. This might be tricky for the judges, though. Typically, they need a more solid marketing plan for growing a business, more than hoping for the success of a social media post.
We have this thing up selling on Amazon for the last few weeks. And so far, we've got our 2 customer reviews. We've sold probably about 10 or so of the games through Amazon. And as of today, later this evening, I'm going to be sending in a couple hundred of them into Amazon FBA. And we're hoping to sell in the next several months. We're going to have these 2,500 sold out. We're going to have to then run over to China and set up another shipment of them. The next one would be about 10,000 that we'd hope to get sold by Christmas if they can make them in time. If not, then we'll just have to carry it over into 2019. And that, in a few slides, is basically our pitch on the Twiggle game.
Cool, Richard.
Very cool, Richard.
Yeah, great presentation.
Great pitch.
Good job, Richard.
If you are looking to buy or sell your online business, then look no further. FE International is the market leader when it comes to M&A, and they've completed hundreds of millions in SaaS, e-commerce, and content business acquisitions since 2010. Now, I've known the founders for quite some time, and over the years, FE International has adapted and fine-tuned the marketing and acquisition process to create a proven and efficient model which gets results for buyers and sellers alike. And what I specifically like about FE is they provide personalized service. So if you're looking to buy or sell a business, go to feinternational.com.
After Richard's pitch, the judges have a few more questions for the Twiggle game co-creator. Let's see what other information they need.
Can you give us just a quick,
Can you show Andrew how to do it? Did you?
Oh, I've done it lots of times.
Oh, okay.
But just for these guys, so they know. I've done this lots. But can you give us like how does the game work?
There we
You
go.
got a strap that goes around your waist. And then we just tell Echo, continue. And then you wait for the music.
What's the object, though?
Richard, you're trying to get the ping. You're trying to get the ping pong balls out.
You see that?
I see.
The balls come out of there like that, and then the winner is the one that gets them all out first. So you start out, you insert 6 balls into here to begin with, and then put them around your waist.
Okay.
You can either do like a minute, you have a minute to get all the balls shaken out of there, or you can do a contest. Like people use them for like icebreakers for their corporate retreats.
Okay.
A lot of things like that.
All right, that makes sense.
So, Richard, how does intellectual property with something like this work? Is this patentable or copyrightable? I don't know exactly what happens with games, but what's to prevent someone else from doing something similar?
There's a couple different intellectual property things you have to consider. First of all, is Minute to Win It, the Junk in the Trunk game, copyrighted by NBC or something like that. We've checked into it, haven't found anything like that. We've looked at it. I don't know that there is. I mean, this is a box that you put balls in and you tie around your waist. But I actually have, in the past, I've had people copy my business or attempt to copy it a lot. And I have found that if you can outmarket the heck out of them, then people identify with the brand and they buy your stuff.
So be clear, Richard, then you don't have a design patent on it, correct? Right now.
We do not have a design patent. Okay. No.
Ouch. This will make defensibility of the product much more difficult, and this is one of the most important things to the judges.
Is Amazon your primary channel? Because for something like a game, people aren't actively searching for it, right? So how are you getting discovered right now?
My partner, Scott, he's got about like 200 and some odd thousand followers on Twitter. But what we're planning on doing is we're going to take videos and have videos of people doing this. And so it's almost like our YouTube channel become a destination for people that are doing the Twiggle dance. The reason why it's called Twiggle, it's a little twerk and a little wiggle. And so it'll almost be like a loyalty to the channel and to the brand that will cause the sales to continue to build.
So it looks like you're selling this for $29.99 on Amazon. Tell us a little bit about the economics. What does it cost you to make this thing, get it into the country, get it landed at Amazon?
Our landed cost here is $9.50 per game. Shipping can cost us as much as like $10 a game, but also we're trying to get the cost down under $7 a box.
Richard, why aren't you using FBA?
So this is the deal. When they first got over here, there were some quality issues that we wanted to make sure we're taken care of, but we are actually we're turning on FBA this week.
Is the big play getting it into influencers' hands? What would the $50,000 help with that? Or is there just creating more products? Like, give me a little bit more of your vision in the future.
My main partner in this, he's pretty well connected. He's looking at getting this on the Larry King show. He's connected with like baseball players like Bryce Harper. He's got kind of a lot of celebrities that follow him. And so if you got some of the NBA players, if we had LeBron James get out there or something and dance with this or kind of goof off with it, then all of a sudden, I mean, that kind of seals the deal.
The Twiggle game is slated to be mentioned on the blog One Good Thing by Jilly, which has an email list of over 200,000 subscribers, with an estimated conversion rate of 7%. If the post converted for Richard at this rate, it would deplete the Twiggle inventory, but would be great exposure for the product.
Where are those going to be sold through? Through Amazon or through your own site?
Through Amazon.
So given that search for Amazon for a game is not as much, I'm just curious why you're not taking orders on your own site and getting their contact information.
That will be part of the deal. We need to build a list on our own site.
For Richard, selling directly on the Twiggle website is a priority secondary to the repayment of the $85,000 investment, which was provided by the parents of Richard's partner. They are hoping to build enough traction over the next couple of weeks to sell all their inventory on Amazon. Then they will work on building their email list and further growing the business in 2019.
Going into the fourth quarter, what happens after fourth quarter? Just again, how is the growth happening after fourth quarter?
A few things can you see how the box is too opaque? So one of the things that we've seen with people using this is it's actually a little bit difficult to tell who wins. So we actually have some redesign stuff that we're needing to do on this. But essentially the idea would be to start building a list in 2019, to use our videos, every video that comes in from a fraternity or sorority or a family reunion, whatever it is.
Richard, sorry, we apologize. We got a hard stop.
We got to cut you off, sir.
Yeah, awesome. It was a great pitch.
Thank you,
game
Richard.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun.
Hey, great talk, man.
Yeah, I'll be buying one for Christmas for sure.
All right.
I'm going to get one for Andrew.
Well, I've already got one.
After the pitch, I caught up with Richard to see how he felt about the pitch.
I was a little bit surprised by a question after I was doing the game and showing them stuff, and one of the judges asked how the game works, and I kind of assumed that everybody had watched the minute to win it junk in the trunk game, and so I had to stop for a minute and kind of say, oh yeah, this is how it works. So that was a little bit surprising. The pitch overall was a good one. The 5-minute pitch program altogether has helped us to kind of focus our efforts on getting the product where it needs to be so that we can do really well in 2019.
The judges seem to think the game looks like a lot of fun. So let's see if Twiggle has what it takes to bounce its way into the next round.
When I first saw Richard's pitch, I wasn't exactly sure how the game worked. And then once he explained it to me, I was like, this is child's play. I could easily get those ping pong balls out of the tissue box. And it seemed like a really fun game. And it got a lot of social media press. I think it went viral. And he's got sales, so there's definitely social proof that it's a fun game. One thing that was a disconnect for me was that I didn't really see a long-term marketing play besides it going viral once. Because games like that, they get a huge push initially, but it may not be sustainable.
Yeah, this one worried me for a couple of reasons. I think they had put about $85K into the business and only sold about 10 units so far. And granted, yeah, they did have a viral video, but when we asked him about his plan for marketing in the future, he said, well, we just need to get, a celebrity, LeBron James, to put it on, and then we're good to go. And I mean, that's not a marketing plan. If LeBron James put anything on, it's going to take off. But that's the hard part, getting him to put it on, right? And so I had some concerns about it.
Yeah, I really love it. There's been some games recently that have come out and they've blown up because of a viral video. Once people see it, they're going to want it. They're going to want to gift it. It's fun. You can show it. You can demonstrate it. And social media is a perfect play for this. The concern is can you continue to do that? And if you do it, even just once or twice, is it going to be able to continue to get more reach after the fact? It may not. The 19 million views on that video over 2 years, they didn't have any product to sell yet. They did it after the fact because they made up just a little, I guess, demo of it.
That's how I took it.
Like a proof of concept.
So he didn't have it. If he had it, I think they would have sold all of those 2,500.
Kind of illustrates the point, right? It went viral a while ago, but then he only sold 10 units.
Right.
So it kind of fizzled out then, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is a struggle. Let's talk about the things I like. I mean, the fact that it got 19 million views, whether that was a year or two ago or whatnot, cannot be reproduced or not. I mean, that's in the upper echelon of Facebook videos. That doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah.
I see this long shot kind of this thing just goes to the stratosphere as a flyer. But the inventory disjointness of the thing goes viral, we run out of inventory, now we can't continue on that rocket ship, and then you bring it back, but then you don't have the virility anymore, and you got to try to restart that. If you can get in a licensing agreement so they can actually fill that pipeline the entire time the thing's taking off, that could be key. But that's a hard thing to even go secure too, and that's not done yet. So
the game looks fun to me though. He brought up, that corporations might use it. We just got back from a team offsite. I can just see us like Jungle Scout ordering a few of those. And
I've seen you do it at the bar without the box. Last year at Summer Summit.
That's what I'm saying. Like I would use the box, might as well put it on. When I visited the product on Amazon, I was upset to see it wasn't with FBA because like it wasn't Prime eligible. You get it in like 6 to 12 days. It's like, well, no wonder you've only sold 10. I've
think
never
you said they were
going to
do that though at some point.
Yeah, he was going to do that. And yeah, you guys already brought this up a little bit, but we call this at Jungle Scout like the influencer Hail Mary. Like I remember in the early days, we were just hoping for these like Hail Marys, this one influencer that sells like 1 million. And we had hoped this dozens of times and never happens. Instead, just like in the trenches every day is how marketing really works in my opinion. But let's vote.
All right. So for me, I thought the game looked really fun. Ultimately, I think it's a box with a hole in it, and it'd be really easily knocked off. And sure, you might be able to get a design patent, but I'm sure it'd be really easy to go around that design patent.
Few little changes.
They don't have it yet.
Sure.
And they don't even have it yet. And so for that reason, I say no.
Yeah, they did have a Valve video, which was great 2 years ago, but you almost have to rebottle that magic, and maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. There's so much, I think, kind of luck to see if you can ride that wave again. So, unfortunately, I'm out.
Yeah, I am. I think that it could work. I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, I'm a yes as well. I think that just because the outcome where it's successful, I think it's so successful.
Oh, absolutely.
That, if they can keep the thing in stock, I'd love to see him in the next round. I'm going to say yes, yeah.
I am going to vote no for Richard and his Twimble game.
It's because you don't need the box to dance like that?
I think I don't need the box to dance like that for one. But to be honest, I think he's made like a few judgment calls early in this business that concern me a little bit. Okay. Just with like the distribution stuff, kind of like the marketing plan. I don't have just like a whole lot of faith in them making this game successful.
Okay, it's fair.
All right.
Oh,
sorry, man.
Sorry.
I was in for you.
Thank you for your pitch, Richard, and best of luck with Twiggle in the future. Next time on 5 Minute Pitch.
I'm the founder of Ivy Max, a health and fitness niche e-commerce coaching brand.
What do you currently have with Ivy Max Nutrition?
I started off with the products, which is these products here. So hence I've followed up with the online course.
Are you generating revenue today then?
No, my products aren't selling yet.
First of all, I just want to say congratulations on being very young and being as far as you are, and I have no doubts that you're going to make it in whatever you choose to do.